Hi, I'm Phil Ross, speaking today on behalf of Miller & Miller Auctions about the upcoming post-war folk art sale on June the 11th. It's an amazing collection, basically built around the collection of Susan Jacobson, who had an amazing eye. And so we've got a lot of beautiful things to look at and a lot of beautiful things to consider. Susan Jacobson, it was interesting because over the years, I would have thought that I would have seen her at one of the shows. That when I was aware of what a beautiful collection this was, I thought, you know, the name sounded familiar. But then I came to realize that, you know, she never bought from shows. She was unique in that she was interested in collecting only from the creators of the folk art. She tended to seek out the folk artists that made a unique statement, the folk artists that were, you know, not producing really commercial folk art as much as producing things that spoke directly to their hearts. You know, to buy and to have met these artists is amazing, but she, you know, people like that you very rarely see, like Philippe Roy, who is kind of the, you know, one of the very top sort of holy grail of Quebec folk art. Like, she actually bought directly from him, and there's a couple of his pieces in this sale which rarely come up for auction. So everything that came from her is of first quality and quite exceptional. Susan Jacobson collected largely in Quebec. She would, as I said, make the trek to actually meet the artists, and she has included in her works the work of Philippe Roy, primarily, Wilfrid Richard, Edmond Chatigny, and even a couple of by Leo Fournier, who, you know, isn't normally considered one of the very top Quebec folk artists, although he's certainly accredited, but she managed to pick a couple of Fourniers that I think are exceptional. So it's evident in everything that she collected that she had a very strong aesthetic sense, and she knew, you know, what were the best pieces. I would encourage everyone to look at the Miller & Miller website and to study these pieces that are being offered in the post-war Canadian folk art sale, which is taking place on June the 11th at 5 p.m. And if you go to Miller & Miller's site, there's good descriptions and explanations. And if you get a chance to come to the preview, that would be good too. But this is a great opportunity to obtain some really top drawer folk art, and I encourage everyone to do their best.